Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another brand new episode of Daily English Loop. I am your host, Alex. It is such a wonderful day to be here with you all. The sun is shining, I have my favorite mug filled with hot, fresh coffee, and I am ready to chat.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa. It is so great to be back. And Alex, of course you have your coffee. You cannot start a podcast without it, can you? I have my green tea right here. It's keeping me calm but full of energy.
That is the perfect balance, Lisa. You have your tea, I have my coffee, we are ready to go. I am feeling really good today. How about you?
I am doing fantastic, thank you. I am super excited because today's topic is something that every single person on this planet has to deal with at some point. It is a very useful topic.
I agree completely. It is one of the most common topics of conversation when you meet new people, too.
Exactly. But before we dive into that, just a quick reminder to all our amazing listeners, if you are enjoying Daily English Loop, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes, please do. And share this episode with your friends, your family, your neighbors, anyone who wants to learn English. Give us a like, leave a comment. It really helps us keep the channel going.
Your support means the world to us. Okay, Alex, are you ready to get to work?
I see what you did there, Lisa. Get to work, because today we are talking about jobs.
Yes, JOBS. Jobs, work, careers, whatever you want to call it.
It is a huge topic. We all have jobs, or we are students preparing for jobs, or maybe we are looking for a new job. So, Lisa, let's start with the most basic question. What is your job?
Well, aside from being a podcast host here with you, I'm an English teacher.
That is a great job. And you are a fantastic teacher, Lisa. You have so much energy.
Thank you, Alex. I really love it. I love helping people learn and grow. It makes me happy. What about you, Alex? What is your job?
Well, obviously, I am also a podcaster and an English teacher, but I have always loved coffee so much. Sometimes I think my second job should be a barista.
A barista. That's the person who makes coffee in a cafe, right?
Exactly. They make the espresso, they steam the milk, they make that pretty art on top of the latte. That would be a fun job for me.
I can totally see you doing that. Here's your coffee. Have a nice day. You would be great at it.
Thanks. So we have teachers and baristas, but there are so many other jobs out there. Let's talk about some common ones. Lisa, do you have family members with interesting jobs?
I do. My older sister has a very cool job. She's a graphic designer.
Oh, a graphic designer. That sounds modern. What does she do exactly?
She works on a computer. She designs logos for companies, she draws pictures for websites, and she chooses colors and fonts. She is very creative.
That is amazing. Being an artist or a designer is a wonderful career if you are creative. What about your brother?
My brother has a very different job. He's a pilot.
No way. A pilot? Like flying big airplanes?
Yes, he flies big passenger planes for an airline. He travels all over the world. One day he's in Paris, the next day he's in Tokyo.
Wow, that is an exciting job, but it must be tiring too.
It is. He's always in different time zones, but he loves seeing the world from the sky. What about you, Alex? Do you have friends with interesting jobs?
I do. My best friend is a nurse.
A nurse. That is such an important job.
It is. He works in a big hospital in the city. He helps the doctors, but mostly he takes care of the patients. He checks their temperature, gives them medicine, and makes sure they are comfortable.
Nurses and doctors are heroes. They work very hard to keep us healthy.
Absolutely. And speaking of keeping us safe, we should mention police officers and firefighters.
Yes, a police officer protects the city, and a firefighter puts out fires. They are very brave jobs.
Very brave. I don't think I could be a firefighter. It is too hot for me. I prefer my air-conditioned studio.
Me too. What about office jobs? Many of our listeners probably work in an office.
True. In an office, you have many roles. You might be a secretary or an administrative assistant.
Right. A secretary helps organize the office. They answer phones, reply to emails, and schedule meetings. They have to be very organized.
Very organized. And then, usually, there is a manager.
The manager, or the boss.
The boss. The person who leads the team. A good manager helps the team work together.
That word is key. Team. T-E-A-M. Even if you work alone at your desk, you are usually part of a team.
Exactly. And to work well in a team, you need to know how to speak politely.
That is a perfect transition, Alex. Let's talk about workplace phrases.
Good idea. Because English at work is a little different than English at a party. It needs to be professional.
Right. So let's start with the morning. You walk into the office, you have your coffee or tea, and you see your colleague. What do you say?
I usually say, "Good morning."
Simple and perfect. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Lisa.
You can also say, "How is it going?" It is a little more casual but still polite.
Yes. Hi, Alex. How is it going? It's going well, thanks.
And at the end of the day, when you are ready to go home,
You can say goodbye, of course, but a nice phrase is have a good evening.
"How a good evening." That sounds very friendly. Or simply, "See you tomorrow."
See you tomorrow. That is probably the most common one.
Now, Lisa, here's a situation. Imagine I'm at work and I have a problem. Maybe my computer is broken or I don't understand a report. How do I ask for help?
You shouldn't just scream, help me. That is not professional.
No, definitely not.
You should use the magic phrase, excuse me.
Excuse me. It is the best way to start a sentence.
You can go to your colleague and say, excuse me, do you have a minute?
Do you have a minute? That is great. It shows you respect their time.
And then you say, can you help me with this, please?
Please. Never forget please.
And when they help you, what do you say?
Thank you. Or if they really saved your life, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. That is a high-level phrase. Our listeners should write that down. It sounds very professional.
And the response to thank you is usually you're welcome, or sometimes in business, no problem.
No problem is very common these days.
Now, what about meetings? We all have to sit in meetings.
Yes, a meeting is when the team gathers to talk about projects.
If you are in a meeting and you want to say something, but someone else is talking, you have to be careful. You don't want to be rude.
Right. You can raise your hand a little bit and say, can I add something?
Can I add something, or I have an idea?
That is good. It is positive.
But Lisa, what if I make a mistake?
Oh no, a mistake.
Maybe I sent the email to the wrong person, or I forgot to bring the coffee.
A tragedy. But seriously, everyone makes mistakes. The important thing is to be honest.
So I should say, it wasn't me?
No, Alex, do not say that. You should say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Owning it. I'm sorry.
And then you should offer a solution. I'm sorry, I will fix it right now.
I will fix it. That shows you are responsible. Your boss will respect that.
Exactly. Being professional isn't about being perfect. It's about how you handle problems.
That is great advice. Now, Lisa, before we can use these phrases, we actually have to get the job.
Ah, yes, the dreaded job interview.
Does the word interview make you nervous?
It makes my hands sweat just thinking about it. It can be very scary.
It is scary for everyone, but if you practice, it gets easier.
An interview is basically just a meeting where a manager asks you questions to see if you are a good fit for the team.
Right. And there are some questions that they ask in almost every interview. If you prepare for these, you will be fine.
What is the number one question, Alex?
It is usually, tell me about yourself.
Oh, that one. It sounds so simple, but it is so hard. Tell me about yourself. Do I talk about my childhood? Do I talk about my cat?
Probably not your cat, unless you are applying to work at a vet clinic.
Good point. So, how should we answer?
Keep it professional. Start with your name and your current role. My name is Alex, and I am currently an English teacher.
Okay, name and current job. What's next?
Then talk about your experience briefly. I have been teaching for 10 years, or I have worked in coffee shops for 3 years.
And then?
Then say something about your personality or your work style, something positive.
Like, I am a hard worker?
Yes, or I am very organized. I am a creative person.
I am a team player. Managers love that one.
I am a team player. That is a classic. So, put it all together. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a teacher. I have 5 years of experience and I am a creative team player who loves solving problems.
Wow, hired. That sounds great.
See? It's a formula. You just fill in the blanks.
Okay, what is another common question?
They often ask, why do you want this job?
Oh, that is a tricky one. You can't just say, because I need money for rent.
I mean, it's true, but don't say it. You need to connect your interests to the job.
So, if I'm applying to be a chef, I could say, because I love cooking and making people happy with food.
Exactly. Or if you want to work for a big tech company, you say, I want to work here because this company is innovative and I love technology.
Use the word love or enjoy. I enjoy helping customers. I love designing logos. It shows passion.
Passion is very attractive to employers. They want people who care.
Okay, here's a hard one, Alex. What are your strengths?
Strengths. That means what are you good at? skills. Skills.
We can divide skills into two types, right? Hard skills and soft skills.
Ooh, fancy terms. What is a hard skill?
A hard skill is something technical you can learn, like I can speak Spanish, or I can use Photoshop, or I can drive a truck.
Okay, and a soft skill?
A soft skill is about your personality and how you work with people, like I am a good listener, or I am patient, or I learn quickly.
I learn quickly. That is my favorite one. It tells the boss, even if I don't know how to do this yet, I will figure it out fast.
Yes. So when you answer, what are your strengths, try to give one hard skill and one soft skill.
For example, I can use computers very well, and I am excellent at communicating with clients.
Perfect balance.
Now, Lisa, interviews are not just about talking, they are also about body language.
That is so true. You can say the best words, but if you're looking at the floor, it looks bad.
Eye contact. It is very important in many cultures, especially in English-speaking countries. Look at the person who is asking the question.
And the smile.
Yes, smile. Not like a crazy person, but a nice, friendly smile. It shows you are confident and easy to work with.
And if it's an in-person interview, the handshake.
A firm handshake. Not too strong, not too weak. Just right.
Okay, so we have answered the questions, we smiled, we made eye contact. Is the interview over?
Almost. Usually, at the very end, the manager asks, do you have any questions for us?
This is a trap. Do not say no.
Correct. Always ask a question. It shows you're interested.
But what should I ask?
you can ask about the daily routine. What does a normal day look like in this job?
That is a brilliant question. It helps you visualize the job.
Or you can ask about the team. How big is the team I'll be working with?
Or what is the company culture like?
Exactly. Just ask one or two simple questions. It leaves a very good final impression.
And then say thank you for your time and leave with a smile.
And then go home and have a celebratory coffee or tea.
Or tea.
So, let's recap what we talked about today. It was a lot.
We talked about types of jobs: teachers, doctors, pilots, designers, office managers.
We talked about workplace phrases, good morning, excuse me, can you help me, and I will fix it.
And we broke down the job interview. Tell me about yourself. Why do you want this job? And what are your strengths?
I think our listeners are ready to go out there and get their dream jobs.
I think so too. Remember, confidence is key. Even if your English isn't perfect, if you are polite, prepared, and positive, you will do great.
Absolutely. Be yourself. That is the best advice.
Well, Alex, I think my tea is finished, and we are out of time.
Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you all so much for joining us on Daily English Loop today.
We hope this episode helps you in your career.
We have a question for you before you go. Please answer in the comments below.
Yes, tell us, what is your dream job?
If you could do any job in the world, what would it be? Would you be an astronaut? A singer? A coffee taster?
Write it in the comments and tell us why. We read every single comment.
And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up.
Share it with a friend who's looking for a job. Good luck to everyone.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day at work.
Goodbye.